credit repair secrets nobody wants to share with you. Here are 25 credit repair hacks and secrets that you need to know about coming into the new year. My name is Credit Coach Nicole Scott. I have put together this 25-part series video playlist for you guys to watch, learn, and then earn. Because my goal here is to teach you, and I give you the information you need to know, not what you want to hear, because if you knew better, you would do better, my friends. And I wish there was someone out there like myself when I was first starting this, because boy, I paid thousands and thousands to learn this information. And I always tell my clients, look, you're either going to have to take the time or spend the money, and sometimes it's going to be a little combination of both. Sometimes it'll be good money spent, and sometimes you might be disappointed. But I can guarantee you one thing, my friends, if you join the credit community, you are not going to be disappointed. You are going to have access to all of our previously recorded content inside of the community. And I'm telling you guys right now, I've joined some of these communities on School, and they upsell you to watch all the videos. There is no upselling here. You're going to get access to all of the videos inside of the credit community, along with this guide that I'm going over that has all of these 25 secrets or hacks, whatever you want to call it, right? To get you going in the right direction, because this is exactly what people are doing. They might not be doing everything on this list, but in a combination, this is what's being done to get you guys the results that you're paying thousands of dollars for. So let's talk about number 7 in our playlist here, which is using AI to fix your credit. All right. It might sound like, oh my God, using AI, that's so like, oh, I can't figure it out. I've never used it before. This is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a wonderful tool. It's free. It's literally a game changer. Why is it a game changer? Because you can pretty much put anything into ChatGPT and it's going to spit it out for you. Resumes, business plans. I mean, you can make money using AI because of other people's maybe laziness. I don't want to call it that. I don't want to offend anyone, but you know, a lot of people are afraid to try new things. And I was too. Believe me, when I first heard about it, I was like, oh my God, cringe. AI, I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I've never done it before, right? But sometimes you just have to get in the trenches and get it done, okay? Because this is a life changer for me. I use AI all the time to help me create my dispute letters, and then I'll put my dispute letters into Credit Repair Cloud, saving me a bunch of time, right? Time is money in this day and age. And if I can save time, it's all worth it, because you want to have your systems, your processes, and your automation in place, especially if you're going to be running a credit repair business. Because think about it, if you're doing credit repair for 100 people or even 300 people, that's a lot of work. So you need software and systems and help from AI to get all of these things done and still get the ultimate results. So I always tell people, don't use cookie cutter letters out there. Now, I give you guys access to my letter library, which has hundreds of dispute letters. In fact, it's free inside of my credit kit. So if you haven't got the credit kit, go into the description of this video, access the credit kit, it's in here, right? But I don't want you guys to use the same letter verbatim that's already in here. I want you to kind of put your own twist on it. So what I want is, say you're like, okay, I need a credit bureau letter and I just want to do a basic dispute. I'm going to take this, and maybe I had identity theft, right? I'll take this basic letter and I can pop that into ChatGPT. Maybe not the whole thing, but I'll say, hey, write me a ID theft letter from a mad consumer to Experian, and have them block all ID theft related accounts. That's very simple, right? And boom, look at that. Look at that. And you can take what you want, you can incorporate it, you can customize it. That's the beautiful thing about it. You don't have to use all of this, because short, sweet, to the point is perfect. But you also want to have a custom dispute letter that nobody else has. And if you're like, oh, that's too AI, right? Make this unprofessional, from a worried consumer. You can tell it the tone. That's the cool thing about AI. You can say, make this from a mad consumer, make this from an angry consumer, make this as if it were from a lawyer or someone else, right? Because you don't want to seem like you're super professional in your letters. You don't want them to think that you're a credit repair company. You don't want to format everything like everybody else is doing, because they're going to just send you those automated responses. Hey, we received something from you in the mail, but we don't think it was sent by you. You have to be different. Don't feel like just because you're doing letters for other people, they have to be all so professional. They don't, and they shouldn't be. So this is just an example of how easy it is to generate a letter. You can then copy this, put it into a Word doc, Google Doc, put your information in there. That took all of 5 minutes. I mean, ChatGPT spit out a letter in less than 10 seconds, but play around with it. This is a free account, guys. A free account. So you can use AI for free to fix your credit. The tips that I give you are: create separate letters for accounts, inquiries, personal information, bankruptcies. Those are all separate types of accounts. Anything with an account name, an account number, charge-offs, collections, those can go on the same account. Even a repossession, that's an account, right? But I would separate letters for bankruptcies. I would have one letter for bankruptcies, one letter for inquiries, one letter for accounts, one letter for personal information. You can combine personal information and make sure that you've included that on every single letter. Oh, by the way, please make sure that my only correct name of this is, listed. My only correct address of this is listed. Please remove the following errors or misspellings that I've noticed on my credit report. You can always include personal information on all of the letters, and I highly recommend that you do, because anytime someone puts a credit application in, maybe if they, put their first name and middle name in, or they misspelled part of their name, or whatever the case is, that information's then going to get transferred over to the credit report eventually, and that's how all that weird data gets out there. First thing we want to do is correct the personal information. We're going to go into that in a deep dive. I'm going to show you how to do the Experian backdoor method later on in this series. But again, if you wanted access, because you're like, I don't want to wait for all these videos to come out, I want everything right now, just comment the word guide. I will send you access to this guide. But if you join the credit community, you're actually going to get access to it, because I've put it inside of the credit community, and you can always DM me and I'll make sure that you get access. But either way, guys, the number one thing here is getting outside your comfort zone and taking action. Bad credit is a thing of the past, okay? And I know some people are like, whatever, I don't really need it right now. I don't really need credit right now, so it's not a priority for me. Well, it should be a priority for you, because you never know when you're going to need it. And why would you want to just be walking around with bad credit? You should be prideful. Our credit report is our adult report card, so we should be prideful of that. And fun fact is, a lot of people who we wouldn't normally think look at our credit like our auto insurance. If you have really high auto insurance, it's probably because you have bad credit, and they're not going to deny you for auto insurance because of your credit, but they're sure as heck going to charge you accordingly. Because if you portray risky behavior, aka have bad credit, then you are a risk, and the insurance companies look at you like you are a risk, okay? So it's super important for us to understand that credit is not just about getting credit cards, loans, and lines of credit. There's so much more to that. Jobs look at your credit report. Insurance companies look at your credit report. If you want to buy a home, if you want to rent a home, if you want to buy a car. So don't tell me you don't need credit. You might not need it right this second, but let me tell you something. You better get ready before you need it, because it's better to have it and not need it versus you need it and you don't have it. That's when everyone wants to go in panic mode and like, oh my God, I need my credit fixed in the next 90 days. I need my credit fixed right now. Well, I wish it did work that fast, right? But it simply doesn't, unless you're doing things that are questionable. And of course, we're going to be covering some of those questionable things in this series as well. But I want to thank you for watching. Make sure that you watch all of the 25 videos in this series, guys, because I've got some super great gems in there for you. And a lot of them you may have never heard of. And that is going to be, let me tell you, I am honored to be able to expose these hoes. I'm just kidding. Ooh, YouTube, don't get mad at me. But on the real, we have to take action. All about leveling up. If you are with me, comment the word level up, and I am going to get you into the credit community because I know that you're ready. So thank you again, and I'll see you next time.